It's time for a tent smoke session with your favorite, me, Angie. Welcome back to another week of adventuring with me, Angie. Last week I made it to Japan, enjoyed some of the nature, and realized something major that was about to change my life. This week is all about acting on that realization and managing whatever outcome is about to follow. Let's get right into it. By the end of last week, I knew everything was going to change, and I would be doing myself a huge disservice if I didn't allow that change to happen. I bought myself a same-day flight from Tokyo to San Francisco, and this time, I'd be alone. Good morning. It's not the best morning. In Tokyo, it wasn't safe for me to stay. Some repressed memories Presh had been pushing down came up while we were in Tokyo, and it caused her to have a full mental breakdown. She could no longer understand where she was. She could no longer see me or hear me. The situation was incredibly dangerous. I worked with her family to get ourselves back to the States and get her back to Delaware where they could take care of her. I'm absolutely devastated, and heartbroken doesn't even begin to cover it. It's gut-wrenching. At the same time, it's so clear to me now that these problems had been going on and I had been tiptoeing around just not knowing, and these things had such a negative effect on me. It sort of feels like I threw a wedge in a wheel of a cycle that I wasn't quite aware of. And while I hold this deep sadness around it ending and mourning the loss of the love and the life I shared with somebody, there's also a satisfaction knowing that it's done.
Like the doctor said I need to chew, remember?
To help clear some space emotionally and energetically, a few friends came over to help move some things out of the house and out of my bedroom.
Right. Yeah, it was just like, yeah, sure, definitely.
I really love hosting friends and being able to share the space with them, and I love how they always show up for me without hesitation. While I'm giving myself plenty of space to process and feel, it's really important for me to not slip into a total depression and lose time. This is still my life, and while I can't control what happens, I can control how I respond. After a few days of moping and indulging in a few too many joints, I decided to get outside. We're ready. I had read about a private alpine lake not too far from my house, and I decided to check it out. I made it. It's a beautiful lake. It's a beautiful view. Being out here on the water makes me feel alive. I can feel the icy water on every inch of my submerged skin. I can hear the fish jump and slap the water and the crows cawing in the tops of the trees. Yeah. Too close for me. This is exactly what the doctor ordered. Oh, this water's freezing. Freezing.
Oh, it's cold. Oh my gosh.
I'm having the best time. Like, oh my gosh. It's like I'm held in this forest and I can see all of the life moving around me. I can see how everything is alive and I can feel myself and just how incredibly alive I am in this moment. Enzo relaxed so much. I'm gonna start paddling in and call this a very successful day. Well, good to see you, sire.
Oh, you gonna come hang?
Are you gonna hang? You had a good lake day today? I had a good lake day. You need a bath. Oh my God. It's been a funky week, and I've been in a funk all week long, and it wasn't until getting on this lake that I realized, oh my gosh, I am here and I am alive, and this is my life, and it is now, and it is happening, and I love it, and it hurts, but it brings me so much beauty and so much joy, and sometimes it doesn't make sense, and sometimes I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but it always works out. It's always going to work out. I'm proud that I made it through this week. Saging the house and clearing the things that weren't mine really helped me begin to settle in as I make this space entirely my own. And finding the lake brought a deep sense of calm to an otherwise tough and chaotic week. I'm so grateful for my friends and family who called, texted, visited, and listened to me in this rough time. Rolled a joint. It's a really bad joint. I'm terrible at rolling joints, but it's my joint. And I'm gonna go smoke it. It's warming to know that while I am out here, like alone-ish, I'll never really be alone up here. There's always someone who wants to come hang out. This week reminded me of just how resilient we are as people and helped me begin to reimagine this next chapter of my life. I have no idea what is going to happen, but even so, I am excited and I'm hopeful that whatever I decide, it's going to be beautiful. Thank you for joining me on another week of adventures. If you enjoyed this video, please take a moment to click the like button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss an episode. Can't wait to see you next week. Bye.